I went to a hot dog stand in Central Park and I bought me and a homeless man a hot dog. So here's the canvas that I'm currently working on. I'm obsessed with watching these videos on TikTok. It is an engagement box and I will not be going further into that. They're not healthy, but heaven forbid a girl likes her Pop-Tarts. You did not play when it came to Tom's training. Even when your canvases aren't stitched, there's still art. Y'all, animal cookies growing up were a big thing. I love a sprinkled donut. Hey you guys, it's me, Kaitlyn Johnson, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Haven't said that in a minute. I kind of went MIA after Vlogmas because life has been so hectic, but like not even really. It's just hectic in my brain. But I wanted to pick up my camera today because I've been getting a lot of questions about my needle pointing stuff, and I'm about to be done getting ready for the day, so I thought I'd pick up my camera and talk about it. A lot of people in particular had questions about how I organize all of my stuff, and that is what I'm probably most proud of because I feel like it looks so cute. Like I have this little area going on, and then I also have my needlepoint hutch, and then this is a new addition to my room. I have my needlepoint wall. So why don't we put on an actual put together outfit, sit down and show you everything in my room that involves needlepoint. I feel like I have the perfect outfit. I just got some stuff in from Walmart. So let me go pick out something really cute. I actually picked out this outfit that I'm going to show you, but I mean, I might as well just wear it right now because I want to and I'm allowed to, but let me show it to you. I love dressing up with so many fun colors, so I do want to say thank you to Walmart for sponsoring this portion of the video. I love working with Walmart because every time I go to Walmart, I'm like, oh my gosh, who knew that they had such a cute dress, and everything is like a really good quality. So let me show you. First is this beautiful long flowy dress. This is from Pretty Garden and I think it is gorgeous. I love these little eyelet holes looking things. I don't even know, they kind of look like flowers. I just thought this is perfect for the springtime. And then I also got this little bandana to like tie around my neck, which honestly I don't really know how to do, so we're gonna have to figure that out at some point. And then I also picked out some shoes, which oh my gosh, this color of pink is so beautiful. These are from Journey and they're so comfortable. I already tried them on obviously, but they're so comfortable because look, you can see like all of the cushioning in here, which is a must for me because I'm always in sneakers, but I want to like start elevating my outfits, and I feel like this is the perfect way. So let me go ahead and put on this outfit and then we can talk more because I'm so excited to like start dressing all cute. Okay, now that the outfit is on, we obviously know that it's cute, but I feel like comfortability matters so much to me. I don't know if I just have like texture issues or something, but I cannot wear something if it's itchy or scratchy, especially because I prioritize being comfortable. But this is the most comfortable dress I've probably ever put on. It has this little underskirt that makes sure that the dress is not see-through, and it makes it so comfortable underneath. And I feel like just like a little Barbie doll in this. I feel so pretty, especially for like the springtime. It is so beautiful. Now we gotta put on the shoes. I know putting pink on pink is a little crazy, but trust me, I have a vision and I think that this could be so cute. So let's see how it looks. I think that's cute, guys. Like, come on, that is so adorable. I love how feminine this like whole outfit is. Obviously, we know I love pink so much, but you have to do pink correctly. Like this shade of pink is my favorite, so when I saw it in Walmart, I was like, okay, yeah, that is coming home with me. I have just been loving Walmart so much recently. I feel like they really stepped up their game, and they have so many cute pieces, which I feel like not a lot of people know about. So I was pleasantly surprised that I found this super cute dress. But just for visual purposes, I really think I'm gonna try to tie this a cute little way around my neck. I need my mom to actually put it on for me. She's gonna laugh at me. She's been like getting me dressed for like my entire life. I always feel like I can see my outfit a whole lot better when I take like a mirror picture. So here is the outfit in the mirror. I'm just so obsessed with this. It is so girly and so cute and so comfortable. We know how I feel about comfortability. It has to be comfortable. Wait, you guys know what I just thought about? I was thinking about like the garden party trend. This would be so cute for a garden party. Like, come on, like inviting all of your friends over, all of the florals. This would fit in perfectly. Plus, like the pastel color is just gorgeous. So thank you so much to Walmart for sponsoring this portion of the video. Now let's get into all of my needlepoint stuff. I feel like I don't even know like the best way to show you guys everything, but I guess we can start with this portion of my room. So right here is like not a lot of needlepoint things, but these are where I keep all of my needle minders, and then behind it I have all of my project bags that I'm currently not using, and then in this one I put some of my finished projects. So here's what I've been working on recently. You can turn your needlepoint things into literally anything that you want. You can make it into a magnet, you can make it into a frame, you can do absolutely anything you want with it. I don't have all of the things that I finished because some of them are with a finisher or I gave it away, like it was a present. Here are the ones I have with me currently. This one one I am trying to self-finish, and it is not going well, as you can see. I thought that I was gonna be able to do it, but I don't think I can. It is this pajama addict canvas. It's very fitting. What I wanted to do was make this into a little hanger and like put it on my dresser drawer with all my pajamas in it. I actually have 3 dresser drawers full of pajamas, but this is really cute. I'm just gonna probably have to send that off to a finisher and be like, hey, I tried. Can you fix it? This was actually my first ever canvas. It is this little plane. I jumped into needlepoint doing 18 mesh canvas. There's like a 13 and an 18. 13 is like bigger squares. So 18 mesh canvas, all using sparkly thread. It wasn't like the easiest thing, but I'm very proud of it, and this holds such a special place in my heart. The reason it's not with the finisher is because I was going to make it into a bag charm for my travel bag. Since it's my first ever needlepoint project, I'm like, maybe I should like frame it. Next, we have my icy canvas, which I am so insanely proud of. I think this is so cute. I want to make this into a magnet because I have this vision for all my food related canvases, like my favorite foods, my favorite drinks, everything on my fridge once I actually buy a house. So this icy canvas will definitely be on there as a fridge magnet. Next, I don't know why I haven't finished this actually, because I can just put this in its frame. I just have this little pajama bear that I just need to put into a frame and frame it either next to my bed or where my pajamas are. This was the first time I ever did like a decorative stitch. I did a corduroy stitch, I believe, and I love how it turned out. Then we have my New York City pigeon. I stitched this while I was in New York. I was in New York for 2 months in an apartment, so I thought this was really fitting. I have no idea what I'm gonna turn that into, hence why it's not with the finisher. And then lastly, this cannot be fully finished yet because I ran out of the color that I was working on with this one. This was my second project ever. It actually matches the colors in my plane because I was going to put this on my bag, and it was going to be a little bag charm of like where I'm from, which is St. Louis, but I ran out of threads. So I'm just like waiting for a thread order to come in with the color that I need. But starting off strong, those are all of the canvases that I have done that are not with a finisher currently. But I feel like we need to go into all of my needlepoint things. I really want to do like a stash tour. This is where I keep a majority of my canvases in this needlepoint hutch. I have a lot. I know this is like overconsumption. I know people are not happy about it, but I can explain. One, this is my hobby. This is my money, and at least I'm creating something with it. I know that I have a lot to work on, but I needlepoint all the time. It actually helps me out with my mental a lot. I just recently went on depression medication, so I feel like needlepoint is a really good way to help me mentally and like cognitively. Actually, it's really good for cognitive. Anyways, it's my money. I spend it on what I like, and that happens to be needlepoint. Now, this is also kind of shared with my mom. I let her take any canvases that she wants, any of the threads that I have to work on for her. So like realistically, she could come in here and take a canvas if she wanted to work on it. And then lastly, I'm not trying to brag. I know that sounds so cliche, but I don't know why everyone thinks that when I'm posting something, I'm like trying to show off. Never been that way, never will be that way. I'm showing it because I like what I'm talking about, and I've gotten questions on it. So now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and do a literal stash tour. I'm obsessed with watching these videos on TikTok and like Instagram. So here is my needlepoint hutch. Right here on the top row, I kind of have it separated by brand or like place that I got the canvas from. So all of these up here until here are Penny Lynn. I love Penny Lynn. And then all of these over here are from Rita's in New York City. And then also West Village Knit and Needle, which is also in New York City. I was in New York for 2 months, as we know. So I did a lot of needlepoint shopping because my closest needlepoint store is like 50 minutes away in St. Louis. So I did a lot of shopping there. So I got a lot of needlepoint things just in like memory of going to New York. That's how my brain works. But moving on to the second row, I have these 2 canvases, my Golden Goose canvas and my Tiger canvas. And then also if my canvases are kitted, I actually hang them up with all of their threads. That's why this one has thread, this one has thread, this one has thread. But right here I have my Kick-Ass needlepoint canvases, and then I have this one actually kitted, which I'll show you more later. And then going on here, we have all of the things that I got from Annie's, and then a couple that I got from Sign of the Arrow here in St. Louis, and then so on and so forth. We have like Nimble Needle, and then down here are my bigger canvases. I have some like random ones from different places. Then down here in this drawer, I have some stuff that I need to use. Actually, this is gonna be my junk journal cover. here. And then I have a canvas down here, another canvas. These are bags full of my needlepoint things. And then in this drawer, we have things from Kaitlyn, and then all of my finishing things, as well as my stretcher bars. And just like, this is like the tool area. So that is it for my needlepoint hutch. I guess up here, I do have my petite keep, these flowers that Owen made me, and some things that really mean a lot to me, like these Cheez-Its for a friend of mine that passed. And then this is Owen and I, and then a picture of my entire family back there that Owen got me for Christmas. Right here in this corner, I have my needlepoint stand, and then these two boxes are full of needlepoint threads. That's kind of how I organize them all. And then one last thing before we sit down and go through all my canvases, this is my needlepoint wall. I just have like a cork board, and then I put all of my like biggest canvases on here. I'm not gonna take them down because it's so hard, but this one and this one are both from Kaitlyn. These are going to be coasters, and then this I can probably like frame. I have this very intricate cat lady canvas that is going to take me ages to finish. I have this G-Wagon canvas because I'm manifesting. Then I have this breadwinning housewife canvas. I love that. No, I'm not engaged, guys. I'm not married, but I think that is so cute. I have this canvas. There's a seat for every ass because period. Yes, there is. And then we have my mocktail please, this tie belt that I'm either making for Owen or my grandpa, this rock candy canvas, and then this canvas that says I'm only getting prettier and richer. I just love how sassy that is, and I feel like this wall just looks so pretty and I love it. Also, before I show you guys everything, I do not want you to think that you have to have all of these things to needlepoint. I have far too many things, and I will say that I do, but all you need is a canvas that you can actually just paint yourself. You don't have to pay for it. They're pretty expensive because they are hand painted. And then secondly, all you need is some thread and a needle. You do not need to spend like $8 on one skein of thread. You don't need a needle minder. Just put your needle right through the canvas like this. Okay, you don't need the project bag. It can be a hobby for everyone. I'm just very extra, and I like to have a lot of things. I'm a maximalist, I guess, and this is what brings me joy. We're just gonna go in order of how I have things set up in my needlepoint hutch. So I just grabbed a lot of canvases, and let's go through all of them. First up is this little Tootsie canvas. All of these canvases are gonna be from Kaitlyn. That's where I purchased them from. But this first one is this Tootsie canvas that I'm obsessed with. I want to make this into a fridge magnet. Next is from the same collection. It is their Tootsie collab, and this is a box of Andes mints. Again, I want this to be a fridge magnet, but I got this because this reminds me of my grandpa so much. Every single time we go to Olive Garden, we have to split the Andes mints straight down the middle. And no one else is allowed to get them, so it's a little thing that we share. And then following along, I got this little Tootsie canvas. Also, my canvases that have a needle minder on them, I mean, this is Mr. Owl, are kitted, and that's like kind of how I keep that in my brain, so I don't grab one to kit and I've already kitted it. And then we also have this blow pop canvas. Watermelon blow pops are my favorite, and like growing up, I always had a sucker. Like, it was just my favorite little candy. Next, I have this little Band-Aid canvas that I really want to put on like my medicine cabinet or like a little medicine box when I have my first house. Next, I have this Mackenzie Child vase with a bunch of flowers. This is just gorgeous. I think I want to like frame it, honestly. I think this could just be so gorgeous in like a kitchen. Then I have this Roller Rabbit Nantucket canvas. This I love so much because my first time ever in Nantucket was with ColourPop, and then I also went to the Roller Rabbit pop-up that was there in Nantucket, so this is the perfect canvas to commemorate that. And then I got this super duper cute, I think it's like quack goose like bubble, I don't even know what it's called, but is this not the cutest thing ever? It is a bunch of ducks and geese in this little bathtub. This would be so cute framed in a bathroom. Okay, I want to needlepoint all of my future houses artwork. Then these three kind of go in hand. I am missing one of the canvases, but I have to wait till it comes back in stock. But basically, I wanted to hang all of these up in my first house with the corresponding like painted pictures of said house in my house. I don't know if that makes sense. This is the Alabama canvas. Basically, they're state flowers, and I think that is gorgeous. They also have like a plaid state line, but I really like the flowers. This is the Missouri one. No, I don't technically live in Missouri, and I feel like people are gonna get mad about that. I live in Southern Illinois, but I live literally so close to St. Louis that I spent so much of my childhood in St. Louis, and like I feel like I spend more time on that side than even here, so I thought this could be fitting. This is the Missouri flowers, and then we also have the Illinois flowers canvas. And then I also have this animal cookies canvas. Y'all, animal cookies growing up were a big thing, and I remember back at Walmart when I was a kid, they used to have the animal cookies, not the frosted ones, but you could like grab them out of a little like stand-up display. I don't know, that's like such a distinct memory from my childhood. So I needed this. Well, I didn't need it, but I wanted it. And then we have this Matilda canvas. I remember the first time I ever watched Matilda. It was like life-changing for me at whatever age I was. I was probably in grade school. But I love Matilda, and I actually ended up majoring in psychology and addiction recovery studies. So I guess this could have been a sign that that was gonna be my life. Next, I have these primroses. I wanted this canvas because a friend of mine passed away, and the first thing I ever received, like my little in my sorority brought me yellow roses, and I'll never forget because after that I saw yellow roses everywhere. People would gift them to me for the loss, and then it was also at his funeral, a bunch of yellow flowers, and he is basically just the color yellow in my brain. This one is also in honor of him. It is this little sleeping tiger tent. He was going to be like a zoologist, and he loved tigers so much, so now when I look at a tiger, it's all I think about. And this is also kind of that for him, but I mean, it's also just like the How I Met Your Mother yellow umbrella. But he had this book bag, and when it was raining outside, he would put a yellow like cover over it, and it was ginormous. He always had so much in his book bag. There's like a huge yellow lump on the back of him, and I thought it was so funny. So this reminded me of him. And then lastly of the penny lins on the first row is this Nantucket bear. My mom actually got the Ralph's bear that kind of matches this, but again, I just wanted to have it because it reminds me of the time I spent in Nantucket. So let me put these all up, and then let me grab the next set of goodies. The next set is all from Rita's and then also West Village, but this is a needlepoint shop in New York that I was so excited to go to when I was like living or visiting in New York. So I got a lot of canvases from there, and I'm not sad about it. Even when your canvases aren't stitched, there's still art. First, we have this sprinkled donut. I don't have any other reason except for the fact that I love a sprinkled donut, and I really want to turn this into a fridge magnet. Next, we have a bunch of like New York things. I mean, it wasn't New York for 2 months of my life, so I felt like I wanted a lot of memorabilia. But first is this little New York stamp thing, and then I have this New York or Nowhere canvas with a little taxi, and then I have this little subway canvas. This is supposed to be made into like a key fob, which I do think I want to do. And then also the designer of this canvas messaged me, and she gave me like the instructions on how to do exactly which train that I always took while I was living in New York. And the first time I ever took the subway and like figured it out on my own, I took the Q line, so I'm going to put Q on that. Next, we have the Brooklyn Bridge with like snow and like holiday-esque because I did move there January, so it was snowing. Literally the first day I was there, we got a blizzard, and I did live in Brooklyn. Next, we have this Ralph's canvas, also kind of holiday themed because I was there like right around the holidays. Next, we have this little New York City apple, which I got one for my mom as well. This is just gonna be so cute. No idea what it's gonna be. And then I also went to West Village Knit and Needle, which is another needlepoint shop in the West Village. But this one just says, "We'll always have New York." And I thought that was just so cute. So those are the next batch. I'm realizing how many projects that I have to get working on, but it's just such a blessing to have this many projects to work on. I feel like I'm gonna be set for life because this is a lifelong hobby. Our next stack is absolutely ginormous. This is the full second row of my needlepoint hutch. This little thing is very spacious. I got it for Christmas and I love it so much. Starting off with the first one, we have this Golden Goose canvas, which is kitted because it has the little needle minder. This is a Diet Coke needle minder. I don't really know why I thought this like fit. I really like to fit my like needle minders to the vibe of the canvas, but in my head this really makes sense. I kitted this canvas and color swapped the entire thing to make it look exactly like my pair of Golden Gooses. So I think this will be so cute framed on my little shoe case stand. I mean, it's right here. This is where I keep all my shoes and they like pull out. So I thought this could be so cute framed on the top. And then next we have another canvas for my late friend, but this is a tiger. I'm obsessed with it. There's not a lot of tiger needlepoint related things. So when I saw this, I got my hands on it. Next is another kitted canvas. This is my Cadbury mini eggs. Matches the dress. Very cute, very on brand, but Cadbury mini eggs are my favorite things ever. And then I have this cutie little needle minder, technically for like St. Patty's Day, but it has a bunny on it. So it's like 2 in 1, you know what I mean? Next, we have this Taco Mama canvas, which if you don't know what Taco Mama is, you are missing out on a lot. At the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa, there is a Taco Mama in Trust. I was there every single week because my roommate my senior year would meet up with all of her friends on like, I think we went on Wednesdays maybe, but it was like a tradition. So Taco Mama means a lot to me, and this is where Owen and I really started our relationship because we would always go out to eat together, and it always happened to be Taco Mama. Next, I have this hot dog canvas. I love a hot dog, I don't know. Also, it just reminds me of New York. Then this canvas is so special to me. I put this little pig with boots on. It is kitted, but I think it is so cute because it like matches the vibes, like a clown and then a little piggy with boots. This canvas is actually custom made by Art by Sam Ball. She's amazing. She's so cute. I love her so much. She's in Connecticut actually. I love her. But I had her make me one in an 18 mesh and then my mom a canvas like this in 13 mesh because my mom drew this clown for me growing up all the time. Like she always drew this little clown for me. So I had her draw it and then I went behind her back and made it into a little canvas. I cannot wait to do that. Next are some of the canvases that I got from Annie's in New York, which actually happened to be my favorite needlepoint store in New York. They have so many canvases and so many threads. Like I swear it was insane. Also, it's huge. I don't even want to know what rent is to keep that place in business. But first we have this Thomas the Train. Oh my gosh, I'm a kid at heart. You know what? I don't think it's bad to never lose track of your childhood self. I don't know, it's like really healing for me. But Thomas the Train, you did not play when it came to Thomas the Train and me. He was my favorite. My mom had to take me to like the actual Thomas the Train that you could like walk onto and like ride. I was not girly as a little girl. I did not like all the Barbies and stuff. I had them, but I would much rather watch my Thomas the Train and play with the boy toys. So I love that canvas. Next is this pickle by Morgan Julia Designs. It's self-explanatory. A girl loves her pickles. Again, so cute as a fridge magnet. And then I got this canvas, which I literally picked up last second, but this is so cute. So basically it is a giraffe, but the giraffe is the Burberry print, and then the scarf is the giraffe print. I don't know why, but that was like mind-blowing to me. Next, we have this Pop-Tart canvas, which you know it's gonna go on my fridge. This is my favorite Pop-Tart ever, the strawberry. I don't eat any other Pop-Tarts. And fun fact, when I like was starting up social media, I would post that I would eat like a Pop-Tart every day, and I got absolutely flamed in the comments for a while after that. They're not healthy, but heaven forbid a girl likes her Pop-Tart. And then next we have this UGG canvas. It's the same vibe as the golden canvas that I'm gonna put on my shoe organizer. I just thought that was so cute. We love an UGG. Next, I got this little Cartier round because as a little memory of New York, I got a Cartier ring. So I thought this is like so cute. Ugh, I love it. Then we have this little LV bear. My favorite like designer brand is Louis Vuitton. So I thought this would be so cute on one of my bags. Next, we have this little Christmas at the beach canvas. This is going to be perfect because I have it in memory of my first cruise, which was in December. So it was like a Christmassy kind of cruise. And then I have this canvas. It is a little bear with a bunch of balloons. I really want to frame this with all of my EP Jewels things because I came out with a collection with EP Jewels, and I feel like this is perfect to frame with it because their logo, I guess, is a bear. Then we have this little boat tote with a bunch of watery things, like beachy things. I don't know why that's stumping me. This is so cute. Also could be for my cruise, or also could be for when my boyfriend and I went to the BVI's for spring break. I feel like that's perfect. Then we have this tiny little guy. It is a little boat tote that I'm going to put in a little bag charm. This is from the What's the Stitch Sip and Stitch that I went to while I was in New York with Emma. I love Emma so much. But this in particular is actually the logo for the wine company that was there with us. I don't drink, but I thought that was really cute. Next, I have this canvas. This is from the Nimble Needle, which is in Atlanta area. So it might end up being my LNS, but it is a little University of Alabama. You just put what year you graduated. This would be so cute to frame with all my graduation things, as well as this Theta canvas, and it has some things for Thetas, like it has the kite and our flower, which is the pansy. Next is this canvas. Yes, it is an engagement box, and I will not be going further into that. Then I have this Matchbox canvas, which was actually gifted to me. Some of these things are gifted to me by brands, which is just amazing, but it is this little Ralph Lauren bear as a matchbox, and I love it. Next is a Galette's cup, which is another little thing for my time at the University of Alabama. This is a bar that, like, the only bar I would ever go to, honestly, because I don't like going to bars. But I actually spent my 21st sign night at Galette's, and this is the Yellow Hammer. This is like the drink that they're known for on game days. Then we have a Waffle House canvas. Oh my god, Waffle House is my favorite place to eat ever. And actually, this is a big part of Owen and I's relationship too, because I made him go eat Waffle House every single day. Could you imagine being seeing Owen, and like that's kind of like a late night food. Like I feel like people associate Waffle House with like after the bars you go to Waffle House. No, I was there breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Could you imagine him? He had to eat this every single day. I get very hyper fixated on food and I will only eat one meal for like months at a time, and this happened to be that. So sorry, Owen. Next we have this little strawberry bonbon. Ooh, this grandma candy, my favorite. I have some in my purse actually. And then lastly on that row is my little Master's bear. Oh, this is gonna be so cute. My thought process is to frame this where I keep my golf stuff. I golfed all 4 years of college. I actually just posted a golf video if you want to look at that. I thought this would be so cute framed where I keep all of my golf things, like my golf bag and everything. That is the second row of my needlepoint hutch. Okay guys, here we have the last stack. I got this canvas because I wanted to commemorate my time going to Connecticut for the first time and going to the actual store. I'm gonna stitch this and like probably put it with my scrapbooking things. And then we also have my Tootsie Pops canvas. Guys, I love suckers. I'm sorry. I think this is so freaking cute. A fridge magnet. Next we have this canvas. It is this portrait of a cat and it's like so like Renaissance vibes. I don't know. I think it is so cute. I'm gonna color swap this and turn it into my cat that passed away, which was named Napoleon. I mean, he was a boy, but hey, maybe he liked girly things. Next, I have so many Nantucket canvases. As you can tell, I really liked my time in Nantucket. I was so excited to be able to go there. Never in a million years would I think I would ever leave Illinois besides going to Alabama for college. So that was amazing. This is my Morgan Julia Designs bar quart, and I'm also going to put it with all of my travel memorabilia. I'm really thinking that it could be so cool to have one huge wall in my house, all framed needlepoint of my travels. You know what I mean? Like this could be there, my Nantucket bear, all of them could be framed on one wall, so when you walk by it, you know everywhere that I've been and experienced life. Next, we have this golf tote. Again, I want to put this with my golfing stuff. Even as like a bag charm on my golf bag would be so cute. I love that. Then we have this little hot dog stand. The first time I visited New York, like one of the biggest memories, I went to a hot dog stand in Central Park because I love not so good food. Okay, sorry about it. And I bought me and a homeless man a hot dog, and that is my go-to when I go to New York. Next, we have this New York canvas. I just love this. It's like a spread of like all of the New York things. We have a pretzel, the Yankee sign, the Empire State Building, a taxi and apple, and then also a playbill, which I did go see something on Broadway. I went to go see Book of Mormon on Broadway, and that was so funny. Then we have this canvas in memory of my cat that passed away. I went to be at eye level for Dinah. I was just going through a bunch of canvases at Rita's and I saw this and I happened to be sad about Napoleon. So it was pretty cool and it really reminds me of him. Then we have this New York City canvas. In my head, I felt, yeah, it's giving Christmas vibes. You know, so again, for the time I was there. Then we have this canvas, which I am so excited to start. It's this little girl golfing. It says 4. She's like reading a book or like writing on something, but it has like a really cute golf bag. How cute would this be as a patch on the front of my golf bag where you keep all your golf balls? If you're a golfer, you know. How cute would that be? First, I need to get a new golf bag because I'm still using the one that says my high school name on it, and it's like what we got from high school. I need to upgrade that. Maybe I can do that if I stop spending money on needlepoint. But next we have this boba canvas. I want to use this as like a memory of, oh, it was gonna be a memory of my time in New York because I kept getting boba, but this would be so cute on my fridge, as well as this pina colada. Well, it's a virgin pina colada in my head because I was going to put this with my cruise things because I lived off of these on the cruise, but again, that could go on my fridge. And then lastly, besides the ones that I'm working on, which I'm gonna show you, is this canvas that Georgie and Lottie sent me, and it's called the Self-Love Club. How freaking cute is that? Now let me show you the canvases that I'm currently working on. I don't have that many that I'm working on maybe because I did just get back from New York and I've been trying to unpack and get back into the swing of things, but I'll show you nevertheless. I had to go to my purse to get my purse project, so we can start with this one first. So here's the canvas that I'm currently working on in my bag. It is this I Come With Baggage canvas. It actually goes into a luggage tag cover, so I'm going to put this on my luggage. So this has been so fun to work on. I mean, I'm not that far through. I just have a couple stitches like all throughout here, but it's perfect if I'm just like in the car, which you are when you live in the middle of nowhere. And then in here, I also have my tin with some of my needlepoint things for travel. I have my scissors, some snippies, 2 needles in case I lose my needle, and then also a needle threader. You don't need these tins, but I do have a couple and they're so fun and they bring me joy. But that is everything that I have in my little purse project bag. I'm gonna have to put that back in my purse. Don't let me forget. And then I also have this bag that I keep on my nightstand because I do this project at night, but this is the canvas that I'm working on right now. It is this needlepoint canvas. This is so cute. It's like the New York street signs, but needlepoint, and I got it in New York. And I've been working on it since New York. I just thought that was so fun. We have my pigeon needle minder that I got from West Village Needlepoint. I'm done with all of the words. I need to do the outline, and I'm working on the green. I'm doing this all in basket weave, super simple. I wanted a very simple canvas to do at night because you're tired at night. I don't have that much brain power. I did forget about this canvas. It's on stretcher bars. This is a goose canvas with like its little feet marks. Technically, my mom has been working on this, but she gave it to me to put in my hutch. So I need to give this back to her so she can finish it because it is kitted, and like, I don't know why she stopped working on it. And then lastly, for my needlepoint bag, oh my gosh, this is like maximalism to just a crazy degree, but I have all of these cutie charms that I got in New York or just randomly. Yeah, I've got a lot going on the front of my bag, but I get a lot of questions about this bag, and I see a lot of people now using this bag for their needlepoint stuff. But in here, I have another one of my tins. This just has like little needlepoint things. I also have this baggie that says needlepoint, and I have some of my essentials in here. I do have another tin. I actually have a portable charger for my needlepoint light, like I'm that serious. And then, yeah, I just got a bunch of stuff going on in there. But here's the canvas that I'm working on when I'm just at home and I have the brain power. Right in here, I keep all of the threads that I'm using on this little carabiner. Here's all the threads that I'm using for this specific canvas. But here's the canvas itself. I love this canvas. I really want to finish it. I just don't have like the mental capacity for it right now. But it is this New York City stamp. And then look at my little needle minder. I'm doing a bunch of decorative designs on this one. Like I did one to make the water look like water, the sky to look like the sky, and then I did all of the white in this canvas. But now I just need to go in and keep working on it. I don't know why I've put it down, but I need to get back on this and then start working on all of the other canvases that I have because I have enough to last me for the rest of my life. That is all of my needlepoint things, my whole stash tour, which is insane, but I do like collecting. I feel like collecting needlepoint is a hobby in itself, and then actually stitching it is a hobby. But that is everything that I have needlepoint related. It's my favorite thing to do right now. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow all my social medias. I also have social medias for stitching that I need to add to my link tree, but that'll be in the description box below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Thank you again to Walmart, and I gotta go clean all this up. Bye guys.